What's up, Madden Men of the People? ZFarls here. We're taking on Brett Favre in a full-on gameplay in this one, back with a full TWIM next week. I know you like the slowed-down animations of seeing Brett Favre in action and what exactly he can do, so there's more of that tonight. Don't worry. First note, though, is the Madden Championship Series standings are out. There's a blog. You can check the link in the description or pause this. Remember, you need those series points for a shot at the Madden Championship, $500K at stake. But we're not even there yet. Season 2 live until January 3rd. New Dak Prescott. He gets his first conductor. He's 86 speed with 93 throw power, 92, 88, and 90. Now, my question, does this make him, his first conductor, the best quarterback in Ultimate Team? And what is the quarterback Mount Rushmore? Well, I've got a list right here. The sneaky best part about a Mount Rushmore is you don't have to rank them. Nobody's like, hey, George Washington's the GOAT. No, kid, Abe Lincoln, dude, he won more. He had the clutch gene. So you don't have to rank them, which is great. I'm going to give it to Tom Brady as the best pocket passer, Aaron Rodgers, best overall, Dak Prescott, second best overall, nudging out the Russell Wilson motivator, and the Derek Carr, he's creeping. Good thing they didn't start the stone statue yet, because he is right there, but this Dak, I think, overtakes him, and then Brett Favre just because what he can do. So 3 conductors, 1 gunslinger up on my Mount Rushmore. Let me know in the comments your best 4 quarterbacks in Madden Ultimate Team that you've used. I'm very interested to see how you have them. Gronk here, middle linebacker, hot hands, out of position, 84 speed, 90 block shed. He's very strong, good zone. I mean, this is a golden ticket waiting to happen, as they say. I got to try him out. He's a little slow, but he's 6'6", going to make up a lot, and having 92 hit power with that strength means he's going to do some damage, and hot hands, he'll catch it also. Very interested in trying out this Gronk at MLB. Now, speaking of speed at middle linebacker, we'll be using Ryan Shazier in this one, and you'll see him number 50 right there. 3 things I do before I like to start a game is I like to get my 2-4-5 defense set up. I'm in the Raiders playbook. I like to get my 3-3-5 odd set up for run defense, and I like to get my 4-4 cover 2 invert set up for the red zone. And in the 4-4, I like to get a little bit more beef in the game, more safeties, more hit power. So I get Mike Evans out, I get Cam Chancellor in, or I take out Deion Sanders on the outside because he can't tackle. Right there you see a little bit of cross man actually come back and bite us as our defenders leave that left side open. Here we blitz super heavy. Thankfully Deion Sanders does a good job tackling. We were just playing super aggressive, super loose. Anytime you see me with an active user in the middle of the field, trying to time that snap count, trying to shoot in against play action. Here, Night Train Lane overrides us. He says, Farls, I think you might have held X right there, but I'm going to give you the interception because I am the man. So on offense, we're right at our own 3 the first time we take over. So we sub in Penn and Peters from the single back deuce close from the Browns playbook here. And we're just trying to get the ball out of harm's way. We have that gunslinger Brett Favre right there that you see, so we can get that right out there. Here, looking for a drag across the middle on the play, tight end angle. Super tough play to defend, 3rd and 4. We've been using this at the start of the year. We just wanted to get back to basics. But right here, Ricky Williams, freeze! Fumble Rooski takes a big hit, and we can't pick it up. So we give the ball right back via the fumble, and now we go to that 4-4 cover 2 invert defense. Now, I like this one in the red zone because it lets me play up in the box here with the middle safety, who's usually in a deep zone in a lot of the time, but here he's in a hook, so you just kind of got to watch the middle. We try and time the snap, and Jalen Ramsey on the outside, who's got good block shed, good hit power. I subbed him in specifically in case they ran the ball to the outside. He comes up with an interception. That's a great item. Jalen Ramsey should be in almost every team's lineup. We go 5 wide. The run game, we said, whatever, it's not working. We've got Brett Favre. We've got a quick release for screen passes. We've got a quick release for those outs right there. We go to Deion Sanders one more time. He almost breaks it. He's super fast, and Favre starts out 5 for 5 in this game. When I'm playing an average defense who's not setting up anything specific or cross-manning or maybe doesn't have the meta down quite yet, I feel very confident in carving up the defense with this 5 wide from the Browns playbook. It's the second to last formation in there. It's got those tough little routes. And here we run it out of bounds because we want to sub in Poe. So we go to the Wildcat from the Browns playbook. They have pass plays. I did a video on how to do this. It's my last video on the channel if you want to check it out, a little Wildcat red zone scheme. And Poe has 29 throw power. He's got 10 short accuracy, 10 mid accuracy, 10 deep accuracy, which is not very good. but it's just enough to get the ball out on the pass play to Deion Sanders. You saw it on Sunday against the Broncos, and we recreated it right there. 3rd and 2, we sniff out the screen, we get stuck on a D lineman, and we get super lucky. Now, here's that Favre footage you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for this Favre footage, this B route right here. I'm at the 15-yard line. I throw it all the way to the 40 with no crow hop. Let's take a look. A PA wide receiver in style play. Those 3 routes on the right, you can usually get a deep ball touchdown against cover 3, but if it's not cover 3, then you got to just kind of cut it a little bit shorter, but you still get a big area in the middle of the field. And just count the yards. I mean, we're counting the yards right here. Look at that throw. I think it's a 38-yard throw, which I think a 40-yard throw triggers a deep throw, which we do have later in this game. But, I mean, look at this throw from Favre. 38 yards. I'm pretty sure it's registering his mid-accuracy instead of his deep accuracy, which I believe is 96 or 97, but his mid is about 93. Either way, look at it. 2 guys in his face plus a user, and they both, try and block the throw. But look how fast the ball gets out right there from Favre. Throws the seed, we're able to click on downfield. That route is one you must have in your game, that Z-spot route, and Favre is throwing it better than anybody else right now. Terrell Pryor would have had to step into that one. He almost looks like it's just throwing it underneath, but he throws it 38 yards. So we go back to that play, and this is the one. Look how far we drop back. Not recommended. You want to stay more up in the pocket. We catch that ball at the 5-yard line. That is a 45-yard pass. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage back with Favre. Play action. We get the protection. He's not rushing anybody, so we have time. Probably should have stayed at about the 50, but look at that. Look at that throw. We cut it off with the receiver. Super accurate deep throw from Favre. Ends up in a touchdown one more time. Look how fast that release is right there. And a good receiver downfield can really hang on. So that's 3, 8, 13, 18, 23, 28, 33 is the next one, 38, and then I think 43 yards. So he ends up catching it at about, well above 40. Gets the animation. The defender thinks it's an overthrow. He thinks he's grabbing that one, and Favre gets the throw. And I just think that that's what makes the Gunslinger so important. I do love some hot routes. His Favre, unfortunately, you still do get those inaccurate throws if you're on the run with Favre, so you really want to make sure, you want to make sure that you got your feet set, if at all possible. Here, we go back to Poe. We're trying to just swing it underneath. Remember, the Wildcat was a very good red zone formation for us last year. I haven't used it as much this year, but I still think that there is quite a bit there. Obviously, you wouldn't use Poe for more than just kind of for the video. But, you could get a decent mobile quarterback. Terrell Pryor, mix him in there. We try a quarterback draw with Brett Favre. That's one thing he's not good at, is the QB draw. It's not his game, obviously, so we probably should have subbed in Pryor in that situation. We tried to pick it up on 32 in a fun way, and we didn't. And our opponent's fighting in this one. Big shout-out to our man here, Trawick, who we took on in this one. He's down 14-0 at the half, but he's going to sneak one in right here and make it a one-score game at the half. So a big touchdown right there off the Brett Favre turnover. Addicted to the deep ball we are with Brett Favre. We just want to chuck it, and we don't get the throw off right there. He actually fumbles one more time. 20 seconds to go. Look at this play right here. This is the Favre play. This is the best single play he's made for me so far. Divide, play, deep, cover 2. We beat it in the middle. Watch this block shed from the defensive tackle. This was a safety that became a touchdown. This is a safety. 99 got off his block right there. He almost surprised me. Look at me plant. I'm planting, that's when I'm pressing the button. He's about 2.5 steps away. We said in our last video about 2 steps. This is about 3 steps. I'm pushing the button. He gets the throw off, and we throw it 30-plus yards in the air. This is a safety. Instead, it turns into a touchdown. Not a great cover 2 call there. A little risky, I guess I would say. After the half, that puts us up 2 scores. He onside kicks. It bounces around for a while, but we jump on it. And then we say, you know what? Shovel option scheme from the Browns, from the Colts. This is something we ran last year. We want to add this back into our game a little bit. It's not maybe quite as good as it was at the start of last year because of how good inside zone is. But then we give it to Poe. We try and go up top over the middle. We try and break one more tackle, 90-plus strength, 90-plus truck on the Poe. 4th and goal. We try and sneak it out. He shovels it to McCoy, and we can't get in, so he takes over. This guy's hanging on, man. Cross man on this one. He throws in the seam, a nice route. We almost miss it with the safety. That would have been on us right there. 3rd and 7, though. We send the pressure off the right side. That's going to basically want to be your fastest defender or a good man defender. I know Emerson Motivator's popular in that spot. Jalen Ramsey's good in that spot. We're 14 for 16 here with Favre. We go to Dion, make it 15 completions, and we crib it with that speed right there. He outruns Mike Evans, the safety. We go out at the 2 because we want to get Poe a carry, and we finally get a rushing touchdown. That's that blast right play from Wildcat. You want to utilize that. He's able to block our kick and break a tackle, but we drag him down. But in the last video with Poe, I talked about 3 of my favorite Wildcat plays. Here we're just still playing super, super aggressive, and we get burnt. So it's 27-14. We're only up 13 in this game. So when we get the ball back, it's the 4th quarter, and we want to just kind of try and run this one out. So we add, Penn and Peters into the game. We try and get some blocks, and right there, this is some poor tackling from our opponent. I just got too aggressive, maybe trying to go for the big hit, and Ricky Williams makes him pay. I really like the way this Ricky Williams is. Running the ball is very tough for me right now, but this Ricky Williams seems to be breaking a good amount of tackles, even though I'm not running it a ton. There we give it to McCoy on the carry. So between the Penn throw, the Penn straight up the middle run, and then just being able to hand the ball off to McCoy, the Wildcats pretty strong in this game. Here's the I-form Hulk. This is in the Browns and Colts. I've actually just tailored my lineup to maximize that formation, and that's another Favre throw right there that really is a throw power-based throw, because that could be a pick 6, but instead it's about a 12-yard throw. Here, just 55 seconds, we're trying to get in one more little formation. We trying to lay down here with Dion, but we're accidentally celebrating. A little rust on the buttons. And we look for Poe one more time, and Poe goes across to Dion with 9 seconds to put this one away. Now, we did play another Favre. We took on Wheels FL. You may recognize him from Twitch. We got a pick with Shazier underneath. Unfortunately, that was our only good play in this one. This was the first drive of the game. We went up 7-0, but Wheels fought back, and he ended up putting us away. So I got a couple clips from this one, but I wanted to show you what it's like to take on a Brett Favre. Here, look at this. He's rolling out steps, and look at that chuck. So I just wasn't ready for that, and that's a great play from Wheels right there to get it. He goes underneath, just steps up, sling, just real quick right there under pressure. Makes it 7-7. I was feeling good about my defense. I got him into some good situations, but he did a good job coming through, and we missed a tackle right there. We went underneath to try and get this one back. This was the play of the game. It was 14-7. I was feeling good about coming back, and we should have thrown an LB pass to Clark, but he got underneath it, and that's the exact position you want to be in to get interceptions. Very big spot. Once again, right down the middle of the field right there with Favre. Crushing throws right there from Wheels. So a good game to Wheels. He got us in this one. But that's what it's like to play against Favre. That's what it's like to use Favre and to mix it up, as we could not punch this one in the red zone, guys. But we'll be back with another TWIM next Wednesday. If you have more questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. Remember, your quarterback Mount Rushmore, leave it here. Let me know who you like, and if you want to see more Favre with kind of how he can get the ball out, let me know. But I appreciate it, and as always, until next time, guys, this is ZFarls saying lock up.